Imagine boarding a video where the very first words grip your chest. He thought he was saving just a crying baby, but that child would soon change his life, the city, and even his heart forever. That's how the story begins, pulling the audience right into a world where a struggling single dad veteran crosses paths with a mysterious little girl in ways no one could predict. Stay with me until the end, because the last moment of this story will leave you in awe, and if it moves you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more heart-changing tales. It was late evening when John, a single dad and former soldier, sat outside a grocery store with his daughter, Emma. Life hadn't been kind to him. He worked odd jobs just to make ends meet, and though his hands were calloused and his back ached from long days, his heart was always full of love for Emma. She was his reason to keep going, his spark in the darkness. That night, as he loaded groceries into an old car, he heard something unusual. A faint cry. Not just any cry, it was desperate, urgent, like a plea for help. He turned and spotted a baby carrier left near a bench, wrapped in a blanket too fine, too expensive for someone to simply forget. John rushed over. Inside was a baby girl with bright, almost glowing eyes, a softness in her face but a sharpness in her gaze that felt otherworldly. He looked around, expecting frantic parents, but none appeared. Minutes turned into half an hour. Nobody came for her. Something inside him, a soldier's instinct mixed with a father's heart, told him he couldn't just leave her there. So he picked her up, whispering gently, "It's okay, I got you." At that moment, he had no idea he was holding a child who was more than she appeared. Over the following days, strange things began to happen. When Emma dropped her glass of milk, the baby raised her tiny hand, and the glass froze in midair before setting down softly on the table. When John's car wouldn't start, sparks flickered from nowhere, and the engine roared back to life. He thought he was losing his mind, but Emma saw it too. "Dad," she whispered one night, "I think she's special." John, with all his war-hardened experience, didn't believe in miracles. But this child was proving him wrong every day. What he didn't know was that the baby wasn't abandoned. She was the daughter of one of the most powerful CEOs in the city, a woman named Isabella who built empires with her intelligence but lived with regrets and enemies lurking in the shadows. Isabella's enemies knew her daughter was gifted, born with powers beyond science, and they wanted to use the child as a weapon. To protect her, Isabella hid the baby, watching from a distance to see if fate could deliver her into safe hands. And fate chose John. Weeks turned into months, and John found himself bonding with the baby as if she were his own. He watched Emma giggle while playing peek-a-boo with her, watched the child's powers grow stronger but also more uncontrollable. One night, when intruders broke into John's home, searching for the baby, he fought with the courage of a father protecting his children. But it wasn't just John's fists and experience that saved them. The baby's eyes glowed, and the walls shook, knocking the intruders back. John held both girls close, whispering, "Don't be afraid. I'll never let anyone take you." The next morning, Isabella arrived. Dressed elegantly, with eyes full of pain and pride, she revealed the truth. "She is my daughter," she confessed, tears slipping down her face. "And she is more powerful than you can imagine. But in your arms, she has been safe in a way I could never give her. You saved her, not just her life, but her childhood." John felt betrayed, angry, but also understood. This woman had trusted him without even asking, because she saw something in him no one else did, the heart of a father, even to a child who wasn't his own. What began as a clash turned into something deeper. Isabella saw the way John raised Emma, the sacrifices he made despite his struggles. She saw the warmth in his smile when he held her daughter. Slowly, respect blossomed into trust, and trust into something stronger. Together, they decided to raise the baby not in hiding or fear, but with love and guidance. John taught discipline, courage, and integrity. Isabella gave her daughter security, knowledge, and a vision for a better world. Emma, who once had only her father, now had a sister and a family bigger than she dreamed of. Years later, the girl grew into a young leader, her brilliance undeniable, her powers controlled and used for good. She stepped into her mother's company as the youngest CEO the world had ever seen, but she never forgot the man who once scooped her from a lonely bench, who loved her without knowing who she truly was. John stood proudly in the front row at her inauguration, Emma cheering by his side, Isabella's hand in his. And for those watching this video, here's the truth this story leaves behind: you never know the power of kindness. One moment of compassion can rewrite the destiny of not just one life, but many. John thought he was just saving a baby. In reality, he saved himself, his daughter, and built a family stronger than fate itself. So if this story touched your heart, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe for more stories that remind us what truly matters: love, courage, and never giving up, no matter how hard life gets.